Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Steer the Ship Podcast. Well, it's been a while since I've done the episode with the title Steer the Ship, so let's get going. Hey, and by the way, because you came to the page and you checking me out, don't forget to like and subscribe to the page. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like and follow me on Instagram at Mr. Johnny Woe. Don't forget to like and follow the page Steer the Ship at Steer the Ship on Instagram, TikTok Steer the Ship, Facebook, Steer the Ship Radio if you're really looking for me on Facebook and everything. But yeah, this is the first episode in a long time under the title Steer the Ship Podcast, because if you are a regular viewer or listener, you already know that I pretty much just do a lot of sports podcasts, mainly the NFL. But the NFL is getting towards the end of the season, so you already know we have our selected Super Bowl contenders. You have the New England Patriots versus uh the Seattle Seahawks, which I called in my last video and everything. But anybody else watching football kind of knew that this shit was gonna happen like this. I feel bad for Denver. Well, you can't really feel bad for Denver because they were out there, they were out Bo Nix. So that game was very, very fucking boring. But the other game that showcased off the afternoon for the NFC Championship was so good. That was a good game, and I won some money on that game too. So I wish I would have did a hunt for the perfect parlay, because I made a 5-leg parlay. But that's some gambling shit right there. But like other than the Super Bowl, man, out here in Houston, Texas, because during the weekend, America, pretty much the southern region of America, was going through a snowstorm, and the snowstorm was actually, or the snowstorm, ice storm, whatever the fuck you want to call it, we gonna say is the Arctic blast, was making its way from the west side going towards northeast. So pretty much the Midwest, some like the Midwest, some of the South, because Texas, I don't know if you would consider Texas a part of the Midwest or the South itself, but I say because the state is so big, I'll say both. So North Texas got the snow, Southeast Texas got the cold. We ain't getting no flurries. We got some ice, but that was about it. Our meteorologist, man, made it such a fucking scare to where it's like, screw y'all. I still got to go to work in an hour. I'm only doing this because I love to do my podcast, and I kind of made a promise to myself and to the audience who do watch or listen to me that, yo, I'm going to make a show about some real talking points. So I hate that I have to go to work after this, but it's okay. Gotta get that money. I'm not gonna give up my PTO. I've been saving my PTO, and that's the thing that I do. And I think some other people with discipline should try to do it too. Throughout the winter, just work throughout the winter so you can enjoy the spring and the summertime. You know what I'm saying? And get prepared for the work again when fall and winter rolls through. That's kind of how I've been playing it like since last year and everything. So yeah, even though we're going through a freeze, because that's what we are. We're in a freeze right now. We're not getting no snow. And thank goodness it ain't raining, because I really don't want to deal with black ice. So we're stuck with the cold. And I gotta go to work in the cold. 20 degrees. That's nothing. Because I got my homeboy, man. He's out there up north. Motherfucker gotta work in blizzards. He working in a blizzard. So, I can be whining and complaining, but then I think about it, I'm like, man, them people, they really dealing with the motherfucking, that snow can be more painful than fucking with the cold. The only reason why I don't like the cold, because with the snow, you have an excuse, a liable excuse to not go to work. With the cold, niggas just bundle up and go up in there, man. Just figure it out, man. You know what I'm saying? It sucks, but you gotta do it, man, because we need that money and shit. So besides the snow and the Arctic blast that pretty much came through for the weekend, and we gotta go through it just for a couple more days, I'm pretty sure that we're all aware what's been going on in Minneapolis, Minnesota, what's been going on. And right now, as I speak, that there's a big protest out there. I think I seen it on one of my Instagram feeds. I follow Pete Rock, so I think I seen it off of his page. But we already know what it is right here, right? Another person was killed by ICE or by ICE agent. And we seen the video. All of us most likely seen the video in our own sight, in our own perspective, our own view, and we came up with our own opinion about what we saw. Not these motherfuckers, man. That's running this shit. Not the ones that's in this administration, man. That woman of that devil of a woman that goes up to the podium and shits on anybody that gets murked by an ICE agent, just already just shaming them, just throwing dirt on their name, labeling them a domestic terrorist. Now, the latest person that just got killed goes by the name of Alex Pretty. RIP to that man, you know what I'm saying? Because what I seen when I woke up, I think it was a Sunday morning. It was on a Sunday morning when I woke up, or it was a Saturday. It was either Saturday or Sunday, but it was this weekend when I woke up and I seen the shit. I'm like, again, another one? I mean, what we're seeing right now is a fascist government that's really just doing what the fuck they want to do. Don't care about the American people at all. Donald Trump ran on a campaign to where it was going to be him worrying about America, but now he got his focus set on geopolitical issues. And going on at home right now, his Gestapo fucking military, let's call it what it is, man, because the shit that I see that goes on, man, it reminds me of late 1930, early 1940s Germany. It reminds me of World War II. It reminds me of when Hitler came into power. All that shit. This whole thing reminds me of the Third Reich. And let's just call it how it is, man. Because it's like we're so scared not to say what the fuck we feel for being canceled. Man, we are past that cancel shit we past that shit right now, because it's like they don't give a fuck. The Republicans right now don't give a fuck. And if you still ride with Donald Trump, I'm not gonna lie, if you still ride with Donald Trump, you have to be the most gullible, blind, cheap, for real. As an American person, even as a politician, man. I understand what politicians either get down or lay down, you hear me? But as a civilian, you should know how to distinguish right from wrong. And if you think that the shit that this administration has been doing was right, I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. I really don't know what's wrong with you, man. But the problem about this one is like it's fun. It's fucked up when you got white society now coming to black society being like, we get it now. We get it. Please, like, we need your help. We get it. And we're like, we've been trying to tell y'all this shit for years. The problem with this one is like, we already knew that the government was all tore up, just messed up, just corrupt and all that shit. We've known this. It's how we were raised. You know what I mean? But for white society, they've been living in a world with a veil over their face for so long that seeing things like people like Alex Pretty or Renee Good getting shot, you know what I'm saying, in broad daylight on camera. And as soon as they're dead, not even 24 hours later into they're dead, you got Kristi Noem on that damn podium slandering them, saying this and that about them. They were not good citizens. They were domestic terrorists. They stood against the government, blah, 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 and they got executed for it. Let's just say what it is. There was no judge or jury. Just the executioner right there. The punk ass ICE agents with masks on their face. They're not even properly trained. They're not properly trained. Cause I know police do some shit. And you know what? This ain't no different than what police really do to us when the cameras are closed and stuff like that, man. I mean, it is what it is right here with this one. And if I could encourage anybody to do something, because I live, like I said in the beginning, I live in Houston, Texas. So that's not much that we can really do out here in Texas, because Texas is backing this shit up anyways, like by our politicians. The most I could tell a person right now, if you're not on boots on the ground and stuff like that, or if you don't want to be a person where you have to be boots on the ground, register to vote. Register to vote. This is the first time I am really encouraging people to register to vote. If you're not down with what's going on in this country, if you really want this shit to change, and if we don't fight against this gonna be like this for fucking 3 years, 3 more years. But at the end of the light, man, if I can be positive at the end of the life, these people, are part of this administration, are gonna have to answer for these damn crimes. Because if this reminds me of Nazi Germany, guess what happened to those generals and those admirals that was a part of the Nazi party? They either had to go into hiding or they were persecuted for the crimes that they committed. Yep. We are in some times in this country right here where I wasn't going to make this just a rant video. This is just basically everything that I accumulated and thought over the weekend, and just decided to spare it out on the airwaves, and hopefully it reaches the ears and the views and get the views that I guess is meant to attract. I know, man, it's crazy in this day and age where if you're a part of ICE, you can get away with so fucking much. And we ain't gonna just talk about the two people that I just mentioned. We got other people. Keith Porter in California, who got shot by an ICE agent who was off duty. Last time I checked, even off duty cops wouldn't do shit. You hear me? Or unless they call other police, because you're not even on the clock. So why would you do anything? You're not even. You see, these ICE agents got this warped sense of vigilantism in their head, where you're not even vigilantes. You're not even vigilantes. You're punks. You're punk ass bitches to me. Wearing masks and stuff like that, thinking that you're above the law. Last time I checked, no one was above the law, but this administration think that's clearly above the law, and they're doing everything that's like, this goes against everything that we stand for as a country. I feel, you know what I mean. Fucked up thing about this is, like, like I said, we knew that this government was like this, but now it's like the curtains are open. If you ever go to like a play or anything like that, the curtains is wide open, man. They're not even closing the curtains whenever they're trying to change the set or anything, change the script. Like, it's wide the fuck open. And yeah, we're gonna keep saying it. Stay woke. Stay the fuck woke. Cause by you falling asleep, you letting them do whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And now they can do things like shoot a white person in broad daylight and it's on camera, and they lying about that person being like, no, this is not what you see. This is what happened. This is what really happened. But what we see is not what happened. Stay the fuck woke, y'all. Stay the fuck woke. And don't worry, their time is coming soon. But like, you know, but being a part of Black society, I want to say, we told you so. Like, and we don't want to be very spiteful with it, man. But it's like, this has been going on to us. Man. Oh yeah, I can't even forget about the woman that was being raped. The Nicaraguan woman that was being raped by I forget his name. I saw his name earlier, but it was like in Louisiana. I was about to say my city, but it was in Louisiana and everything. And yeah, he came out and actually admitted to it, and they gave him a slap on the wrist. Like a fine here and there. I think he's probably gonna do some time. I don't know all the stipulations, but like, yeah, they gave him a slap on the wrist and everything like that. These ICE agents can just do whatever the fuck they want and get away with it. I mean, damn, dog. How much of a bitch you had to be to sell your soul for $50,000, $60,000? Yeah, anybody can do that. Shit, even I could join ICE if I wanted to and get that $60,000. And it's kind of fucked up because I just don't feel like I just don't feel like I gotta do some whole ass shit to where I gotta round up people who I feel are just a legal immigrant and stuff like that with no type of proof for saying that they're either legal or illegal. Just picking them up and throwing them in. And if you and don't sleep on that shit, because this is a form of trafficking. That's a form of trafficking. Those people that are being detained, are they really getting sent back to their countries, or they just being sitting in a concentration camp, getting ready to get deported? God knows where. Get deported where they know God knows where, for real. I mean, if there's a whole fucking like case of sex trafficking, like human trafficking, say less, and you know where to look at. But anyways, I'm about to get up out of here. I just had to go on this little rant. It was more of a rant than anything I wanted to say, but I just hope that it hit the ears of the ones that is meant to. It's meant to, like, hit and all that. I guess I just had to let I just had to let it all out for a moment, because it's like it's almost disgusting seeing what's going on in this country. And I know a lot of people are angry, but you cannot play that game, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to be angry. They want to spark a civil war. They want these things. These are things that they want to do. Just don't play the okie doke game and be smart about it. Because when you're emotional about some things, that's when shit happens. And when that shit happens, it's a little too late to correct it. So y'all stay safe out there. Minneapolis, y'all stay safe out there. ICE, screw you. I can't say, oh man, be safe out there. ICE, no, screw you guys. Screw you guys, because we don't want you, and we never asked for this. But hey, it's whatever, man. It's whatever, but now we gotta fight this. So anyways, you guys stay good out there. I gotta get ready to go to work, and I'll check on you guys later with another episode. Peace.